First of all, it's another Football Writers Association event. Yeah, how would you describe your relationship with the football writers over the years, as a player and then as a manager?
Over the years as a player, I think it was really good. There was certain years in management where we didn't quite get on as well, mainly because I wasn't used to being criticised a lot as a player, but as a manager you get criticism because the team don't do well. So you have your ups and downs with the media, but I think in the overall picture I've always gone pretty well with all the journalists.
Talking to Peter Reid tonight, he said it's great coming to these sort of events because you're catching up with old mates as well.
Yeah, you certainly do. And not just mates as far as ex-players or managers, whatever. But people who you've known for a lot of years. And so the journalists come, they're a real big part of that. I mean, I can remember joining up with the England squad when I first started in '84. It was 80 when I started, but so round about 81, it would be where you join up on a Sunday evening, and everybody would go into the bar once you've checked into your room, put your bags down, sorted yourself out, and you'd go into the bar and you'd be chatting to the journalists, have a couple of drinks with them, which you were allowed to do on a Sunday night. So you get to know each other a lot better because of them circumstances, where that's all out the window now, and so I don't think the relationships is quite as good as what it used to be in our day.
You talk about England there. Gareth Southgate's just about to qualify, we think, for the Euro 2020 finals. They went very close last year, didn't they, in the World Cup to the semi-final. Do you think he's got a squad and a way of playing now that can actually get England winning a trophy?
Well, there's always a lot of hard work and a little bit of fortune to actually win a major trophy. But I think Gareth has definitely took the England team forward on achieving that. I think he's done a great job introducing all the kids. I think England have got some very good young players at this moment of time. But I just hope he doesn't go too far away from what got us success in the World Cup. And a lot of those players did exceptionally well when the pressure was on. But because of the under-17s and the under-20s winning the World Cup, hopefully we've got some very good young players coming from them squads and just add that little bit extra quality where England could go on and do really well in the European Championship finals.
Yeah, because obviously Dele Alli and Jesse Lingard missed out on this squad, didn't they, having played in the World Cup. Do you think there's still a route back in for those guys?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Dele Alli for me is a top-class player. Jesse seems a bit jaded since he came back from the World Cup, but I think there's quite a few players have looked a bit like that. Harry Kane, not at the best of his form. Dele Alli, like we've said, Jesse Lingard, Marcus Rashford. They're not quite firing on the sort of energy that they finished the season and then went into the World Cup. And so it's been a slow start for those sort of boys. But, going from a season, going into the World Cup, going into another season, it's always really difficult to pick up your form again.
Marcus, there's been a lot of questions about whether he's better coming in off the wing or playing as a centre-forward. Do you think he can be Manchester United's centre-forward for years to come?
I think he's still got a little bit of knowledge to know about being a centre-forward. I think it's a natural game for him coming off, especially the left side, but off the right side as well. But I think going through the middle of the park, I just think Marcus needs to know the game that little bit better, where it's not always run through, it's about build-up play and bringing midfield players into the game. And so that's where Marcus could maybe just improve his game a little bit.
Just a quick word about United, because obviously the form hasn't been great at the start of the season. The pressure is on Ole. Do you think that the board will stick with Ole, and do you think he'll be able to turn this around?
Yes, I do, because everybody went with the policy that want to encourage the young boys coming through the ranks. That's exactly what United have done. I think they've maybe allowed too many good experienced players to leave the club without replacing them, and that's why it's left them a little bit short.
Do you think then in January there's time to do a bit more business?
I always think it's really difficult to find top class players who are prepared to leave the club and join a club in the January window. Normally you have to wait for the summer to be able to really add quality players. But United have got to work at that, because we know that we need to improve to be where Manchester United want to be. So, January is going to be an important part of the season.
Thanks, Bryan. Thanks for your time.